Hi pirates, that's my first video on how to build Razortails. This is an untested build, of course. It's just based on Kicksai's video about the ships, their stream, and a little bit of a preview experience I had with the ship. First of all, remember, whichever way you go, these ships will excel against one elite target, suffer a little bit against the other. So in the end, both fleets of either BATRAY or Razortail will be able to do the elite sets for about the same damage. Okay, probably they'll do a lot better in the 80s, which is what I'll likely be doing in the first raid. Your choices are pretty much take whichever ship you like better. In October, the repair time will be similar either way. That's what Kicksai is promising us. And then you can set, after the elite targets for faster points, or stick to lower targets that you think your fleet can handle better, especially if you don't have all 5 ships. With 3 ships, likely you're going to be stuck to the 60s and 80s at most. Remember, whatever you don't pick now in September's 4th raid will be available later, either on the TLC or some other way, probably a TLC, and again in the October's raid. So we'll have multiple chances. The flagships for both the BATRAY and the Razortail will be available in October. Basic hull analysis, it takes 3 days, 12 hours to build. It does explosive damage. It has a special ability to surface submarines. So if we take a look at those statistics, right, it's all geared towards explosive damage. A little bit more concussive defense than explosives, the opposite of the BATRAY. Slower to turn, so the BATRAY is more maneuverable. But this one has first a special ability to accelerate a lot more than the BATRAY. The BATRAY accelerates plus 20%, this one is plus 40%, so it's a lot faster. When you drive, of course, if it's on auto, it's gonna keep stopping and it doesn't matter. You also have the deal raker, meaning all ships in the fleet will stay at the same speed, and more importantly, each aura gives you extra 36% defense on explosive and concussive. The cav strength, the hydro ejector, right, has a cav strength of 200. This is the aura that surfaces subs. So 5 auras and you're gonna get a cav strength of 1,000 and surface the enemy reapers a lot faster. And has a range of 75, and the ship has a range of 68, so very short ranged. That's why, in my opinion only, it's not a fact, this ship is more suitable for people driving it because of the 40% accelerate and the fine-tuning of keeping the reapers just within the 75 aura, and then closing on them once they surface with the rockets. For the VXP weekend, see if you can churn 4 ships like this, 3 days and a half each. If you have some tokens and whatnot, you probably can get at the very least 3. For VXP weekend with a third one. So you can slowly suicide, get the points. My core build, 6 needle rockets. If you don't have the needler rocket, the twin fire from DFM, it's very, very, very close in terms of firepower. It's just a bit heavier. So one option is you get the Razortail now for 60 million points, and if you cannot get more points for the rocket or the special, use the twin fire rocket and use precision napalm detonator as a fallback special. If you build the core that I'm talking about here, that's about 50% of the total build time. Choose CTX, D5 CTX armors as well, if you plan on adding D6X and D6 CT in the future when and if they are released. What I'm doing personally, I'm just putting 4 D5 CTX, period. That's it. Resistances on this ship are tricky. I mean, you're going to get both of them over 99%, and then it's all fine-tuning, and that fine-tuning we won't be able to know until we see the final targets in October. Anything we see before that date can change. So the auto build. If you plan on using the app or just autoing, is all ships are equal. They're all as you see in the picture here. All of them will have 2 Gale 3, which helps with explosive resistance, and they will have countermeasure loader 4 special. They will have tactical insulator because on auto you will end up in some of those ice fields and you want to be able to let your ship still move after that. The other option is shielded tactical systems 3, builds in less time, but it's a little bit weaker than the tactical insulator 3. The resistance special, CTX 3 is more balanced. You could try reinforced ablative armor or ablative armor 3. I'm not sure which one will be best. I'm recommending CTX 3 for now. Kind of trying to build a jack of all trades, master of none here. Hydraulic or explosive resistors. I'm inclined to use hydraulic because I have a bunch of them and only 2 explosives, but maybe the explosive is the best choice. I don't know. Wave diver and cluster warheads. And the cluster warheads is to make sure the needler, they're a bit slow to reload. So this is the way to maximize reload and fire non-stop. Okay, you may, as an option, have 2 ships with cluster warheads and 2 ships with hydrodynamic shells if you want to fire and damage underwater subs. So that's a variant that's not in the picture here, but it could be an option. For the fancy pirates who want to drive and minimize the damage and don't mind grinding the same targets for a few hours a day, and that's me, here's the skill build. Wave diver, warheads, the same, the new special. One of the 3 resistance specials, still not sure which. And then hydraulic or explosive resistors. So one ship will look like this. So all ships will have those same components. So the Wave Rider is there, the CTX is there, and the hydraulic resistor is there. Now, if you look at this first ship, the difference is I have 2 ships with 3 gales, not 2, and countermeasure loader 4. Okay, and also using the skirmish battery. So this is, I'll have 2 like this. And this ship builds in less than 15 days, so it's a fairly fast build. Now the other ship, I'm going to try reinforced ablative armor and warhead reloader. This one gives less reload than cluster warheads, but it gives extra damage. I'm also going for more splash and underwater damage with hydrodynamic shells 4, which is available this raid too, by the way, if you don't have that special. So I'm going to have 2 of each, and this is the build I'm actually going with because I intend to drive. Okay, that slot with explosive system and skirmish battery, I may leave empty and just see if I'll need tactical insulator anyways, even driving. I'm not sure. Build strategy. Assuming you get the Razortail here, not BATRAY, by Sunday, and you start building, you know, you're going to have all the shipyard time building that. That gives you 26 days. An average build is 15 days. 3 weeks of Forsaken Mission, so you get 18 days of tokens. You can get 3 ships done for free. To get the 4th, you're going to have to rely either on coin or tokens from Last FM, or if you have skirmish class tokens from older TLCs, or rely that Kixeye will have some sort of TLC offering more tokens. Otherwise, you're only going to have 3 ships equipped completely. Okay, I hope that was useful. I also have, you can see here on the corner, a video with the BATRAY build available, if that's what you're going for. Down below here, you can see the code for the autopilot Razortail. It's also available in the video description. Select that from the video description, copy, open the game, open the shipyard, click share, paste in there, and off you go. Best of luck, everyone. Enjoy the weekend.